got stories in here? Don't tell me that.
What?
Cause I didn't have stories.
And welcome back to It Is All Food to Us. Hopefully, you've already watched our purpose videos. But if you haven't, we have a little info card like right up in this area that you can go to, and it'll direct you right to the video so you can love its all cringy goodness. I hope you've also watched our German and Spanish video, but if you haven't, again, info card in the top.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Now, we still have my history video for the Italian, and we also have Lauren's Croatian video for history. So, where was I? If you guys would like to watch some Croatian and Italian videos on history before we into our little food processes, then keep on watching, because without further ado, you have just entered
Italia.
Now, I'm adopted, but obviously with my biological name right here. And my features, I was obviously Italian. Well, I got back with my biological family and I started learning that I'm actually from Calabria, which is the tip of the boot, as I would put right here like I put my name. I've always loved being in the kitchen, so once I found out that we had a food project, I wanted to bring that love of cooking over to you guys and show how it's not that hard to make things traditional, and sometimes it can actually be pretty freaking simple. There is a lot of information about food of Italian cuisine. Ancient Romans, and you had the French, and you had the Arab, you had all of those ethnicities just merging into one, and you didn't really know what to do with any of it. So today we're only going to be talking about 3 different meals. And since we're focusing on southern Italy, that's what we're bringing to you. We're bringing pizza, chicken parmigiano, and then cannoli, which everyone loves some good cannoli, right? Okay, so the history of the Italian cuisine dates back for many years. We actually find pizza, which is our appetizer, from the Neolithic period. And there were a few excavators from Sardinia, France, and somewhere else that actually found baked bread from 7,000 years ago. The first situation where we really see our pizza-like food is from the Persians, and they would actually bake bread on their little soldier, their little battle shields, and they would also bake dates, and they would basically use it as a conventional oven to go. Our hot plate ran because he walked. It was most likely what we consider pita bread today, but it was still an early start. Now that brings us into ancient Greece though, and ancient Greece brought us the first pizza, which is named plakantos, and I'm pretty sure I said that wrong. So
say it again.
Plakantos.
Mm-hmm.
But it brought in like some goat cheese, it brought in some tomatoes, it brought in
well, not tomatoes, but like
onions, garlic, and was the first kind of pizza that we can think of. Fun little story in reference to pizza from the Aeneid. Okay, so the story comes from the Aeneid, and I don't know if I pronounced that wrong, but that is circa 19 BCE, and it comes from Selene, who was a harpy queen, and she foretold that the Trojans would not find peace until hunger forced them to eat tables. Now, you know, we look at tables, we're like, I don't know if I want to eat wood, but what they meant by tables, and this is how the Trojans perceived it at least, is Aeneas and his men were served a meal that looked like round cakes, which were pita bread, and they're like, aha, Roman tables.
This is what she must have meant. I now have peace because I ate pizza.
So yeah, that was a nice little fun story, right? One fun fact though is margherita pizza. Now margherita pizza actually came from Naples, and it was actually meant to show the Italian flag with the white mozzarella, the basil, and then the tomato. So this came around in the 16th century because before then, us Europeans thought that stuff was poisonous. So we didn't really touch it after it was brought back from the Americas. And then finally someone's like, yo, you're looking juicy. And then they ate it and they're like, ah ha ha, this is the best stuff I've ever had. So tomato became a staple onto the Italian pizza. Now on to entrees. I will be talking about chicken parmesan, but before anyone comes for me, I know it's not Italian. It's actually inspired by an Italian meal, but it's not specifically Italian because it was mainly used because Americans didn't like eggplant. They loved meat. So when they came over, it was actually melanzana alla parmigiana. But yeah, so I'm gonna be doing chicken parm because one, people like chicken more than do eggplant still to this day. And two, we have Maria on our team and she told me that she was gonna stab me if I didn't make chicken parm.
She's lying, but I do want chicken parm.
They think that the origin come from a city called Parma, you know, like Parmigiana. Other people are like, well, it has to be from southern Italy because eggplant was a main thing in southern Italy. Now we're getting on to dessert. So cannoli is obviously southern Italian. It comes from Sicily. But the reason that Sicily has it is because of the Arabs. Now they originally called it Capale di Turkey. It's from Arabic influence. It was actually used for Carnevale. Once you moved up north a little bit, well, that's where the Calabrese took their spin on it and really went full flourish. Not really, we just added some freaking ingredients and changed some. Now, the cannoli dish is actually plural. When you're eating one singular, it's called a cannolo, and that is because it's a sleeve. It's like when you're eating manicotti, which is the Italian-American version, it's cannellini. Traditionally, it has ricotta in it, but once you move to like America, people are like, so mascarpone is also acceptable. You just want to make sure you have one of those sweet cheeses. I know that for mine, I'm making ricotta. After that, you add in sugar. We use powdered sugar. And then we also add in some vanilla and cinnamon is used. But the Calabrese spin on it is that we, instead of using cinnamon, we kind of use nutmeg instead. And for the toppings, you can add pistachios, almonds, candied pumpkin, dark chocolate chips. We add, instead of candied pumpkin, we more so will add citrus pills like lemon and orange than we will like a candied pumpkin or like a nut. We'll still use pistachios though, because pistachios slap. Now that you know how to make your perfect little Italian dishes, or at least you know the history behind it, stay tuned because I will be showing you the whole process, the whole garb, and how to eat your cannoli.